Hello, my name's Xander. I'm so glad that we can practice together today. In today's practice, we'll cultivate presence. This is something that I've been thinking about more recently. When we think about these practices of yoga, meditation, or breath work, it's less about the techniques or being good at these practices. It's more about showing up in a way that allows you to engage fully with them, which will in turn bring you into a state that is going to allow you to make decisions that are in alignment with your highest self and engage with your life in a way that moves you forward, moves you in a direction that will be most satisfying and hopefully bring you the most joy. So for today's practice, I'd like to start, if you have a mat, great. If not, no worries. Kind of imagine your practice space. So for me, I'm working with this mat. You could imagine just yourself practicing here if you don't have one. And just begin to walk around the space. And as you're looking at your space, just kind of focusing on the area that it's taking up. You might imagine yourself practicing here, kind of raising your energy, kind of bringing almost like an excitement to the space, to your body, for the practice that you're about to do. And so this is a good time to set intention and really think about how you're going to practice today. And so when you're ready, you can step to one end of your mat, one end of your practice space, and then have a step onto the space and feel with each foot the space beneath your feet. And so then the invitation here is to roll your shoulders down your back, stand tall, whatever this could mean for you, as if you were the most important person in the room, the most important person in the world. How would you stand if you were the most confident version of yourself? Not too tense, not too loose. Gaze to the horizon. And then just have a deep breath in as this version of yourself. And then let it all go. And just notice that feeling. As breath enters and exits your body, you can have another breath in. Bring some softness to your face, to your shoulders. Just continue to stand here and breathe with a soft gaze forward. And then begin to explore your mat. So taking one foot forward, planting the heel, anchoring the whole foot down into the ground as you come forward. Your back heel lifts and the foot steps off the ground. You can still be gazing forward. Just notice every step. And send your awareness outward. Notice the sounds around you. I'm in these fields and I'm hearing the birds. I'm hearing some water, some distant plains. What do you hear in your space? Wherever that may be. So you might reach the end of your space and now look back to where you were standing. And as if you were looking at a friend or a loved one that you truly cared about, stand here, tall, confident, full of energy and life, and look towards this other version that was just here, just a few moments ago, a different version of you. And breathe in and breathe all the way out. Soft gaze, as if you're looking into this imprint of yourself. in a really loving and caring way, grateful to yourself for taking this time to slow down, to breathe, and be with a version of you that may only be reached in these type of practices. And as you stand here with yourself, begin to let go of any holding in the body of anything that you may have to do, that may be on your mind. Just let it all go and come into this, come into your own body, feeling from the top of your head. You might even take your hands here and kind of just work your way down, maybe lightly patting down your jaw and shoulders, hips, all the way down, and maybe bend your knees and tuck your toes or touch your toes. And so then just let it all go. Let your head go. Let your arms hang. Your rib cage can just drape down over your legs. Inhale, slowly begin to rise. Long inhale. As if you're sending yourself all the way up into the sky. Exhale, release. Sink your shoulders down into your hips. Bring some softness here. Stand at ease. Gaze soft. And then begin to walk forward, lifting your right foot. Well, let's actually switch that. Place it back down. I lifted my right foot from that side, so we'll go left foot. Switch it up a little bit. Maybe notice some different balance effects here. Left heel goes down, left foot anchors. Right heel comes up. Maybe you're going opposite. Just notice what's happening here. Feeling each part of your foot as it goes down. And now you're back to the other side. A different version of yourself than you were when you were here before. And feeling what that may mean for you. You might bring your hands to your heart and breathe in, feeling your life force inside of your heart. Exhale. On your next inhale, sweep your arms out and up. Really stretch tall as if you could touch the ceiling or the sky. And then exhale, lower your arms. From here, take a comfortable seat, moving mindfully. So it could be at the center. You might like one end or the other. Just notice as your body comes down closer to the ground. Maybe grounding into your hands first, into your feet. Get in a bunch of grass on here. Give that a light dusting. And now, come to a cross-legged seat. Maybe you prop up your hips. You could always send your legs out in front. Whatever's comfortable to sit on the ground. For me, this is just a go-to. If it's not accessible, maybe it's one of these, or legs straight, whatever you'd like. And so now from this space, let's take some of that energy that we were sending up into the sky and just bring it all the way down into the ground. So full breath in, really draw upward, animate upward. Exhale, hold this height, but then root down into the ground. Feel your sit bones go down, your legs, and just connect to the earth. As if you were anchoring your core, your center, your hips, your root, all the way down into the center of the earth. Hold yourself here. Ground yourself in this moment. And whether you've set an intention or not, I'm going to take a moment to play this bowl. And I'd like this just to represent a reset. So even though we've walked around the mat, we've gone back and forth, we've began our practice, taking a moment to really start fresh, start anew from here on the ground. And so before we do this, just take a moment to let everything go. You might begin outward by listening to the sounds around. And then slowly work in and listen to the sound of your natural breath. And how can that be the most interesting thing? Each and every breath unique. So now, having taken this moment, and just sit with yourself. I'll take this bowl and I'll play it one time. And once you hear the sound of the bowl from the seated position with a soft gaze forward, you can have a full breath in, and as you exhale, close your eyes and we'll begin to go inward. If it's comfortable for you, you can close your eyes, or if you prefer, you can have just a soft gaze. So we'll play the bowl, you'll breathe in on the sound, and when you exhale, close your eyes. Direct your attention to your third eye space behind your closed eyes, closed lids. And hold your attention there for a moment. And we'll begin to hum together. Breathe in deep, and then hum. Deep breath in. Let go of any holding in your jaw. Last one, full breath in, attention at your third eye space, behind closed lids. Send your awareness throughout your whole body. Just feel into the energy moving from your toes to the crown of your head. Root down deep into the earth. And from this quiet place, there may be no words to describe what this is, but sit here as the highest version of yourself. Something deep down within you that is unshakable, immovable, and fully present in every moment. Before we close our practice today, I'd like to take one final breath and then just remain sitting here a moment. And when you hear the sound of the bell, of the bull rather, you can have a long inhale and then open your eyes. So together, deep inhale, nourishing your whole body. Long exhale. Thank you so much for taking the time to practice today, to take a moment for yourself. I hope that you found benefit here. Thank you, and that is class.